you're aware, if you've watched my last video to do with this, I was plastering up my acrylic skin discs. I basically put any leftover resin into, well, my silicone disc, just so I can make up and use as much as possible, because resin is expensive, and if I can get rid of some of my, well, some of the excess that you get from acrylic pouring, then it's a win-win situation, because you get the most out of your materials, but also you're limiting the amount of waste that comes with art. So this is the third and final one. I did cast the other one the other day, artwork, disc. It's not quite an artwork yet, it's just a disc to me. So, as you can see, it is just solidified. It's still a little bit wet, so I just need to put it to the side. It's so I can have this lovely smooth texture, because I've actually decided to start carving into it. In university, I did several carvings into plaster because it was one of the cheapest materials I could get my hands on, but also because of the marks that you can get from it. Now, I'm still a little bit in my research stage, so in terms of what I want from this, it's just going to be texture. Is it actually going to be a drawing? What's it going to be? It's just another realm that I'm going to have to explore in my own time. But it's nice to see that it's actually moving forward, because these have been staring at me for about a year. I had no clue what to do with them, because I've got some really lovely, interesting marks and leftover composition from the resin, from the acrylics, a bit of tinfoil as well. These are quite visually interesting, but I feel like they need more. They definitely need more to get over that threshold of being, oh, it's nice, to, okay, this is an artwork. So the fact that now both ends are now flat, I can then proceed and just start carving away at it and seeing what comes to mind. So with that said, I'm not going to carve today because this one is way too wet, and the other one is quite wet as well. I'll just show you this one as well. We can get to it. So that's that section there. You can see they're all very different, and then we've got the first one as well. This one's a bit more holy, but I do like the texture and the fact that it's not completely flat like the other ones. But this one has almost completely dry, but this doesn't have as much of a thick plaster sculpture, so you can see little bits poking through. So it would just be interesting to see how I can rectify this. This is also quite a lot lighter because it's not holding its water, whereas this one is starting to dry. You can actually see the lightest parts, which is where it's drying out. So I thought I'd just give you this little quick update on what is going on with these types of artworks, because it's one of those processes that I just like to show everyone the process of my artwork, because for me, I feel like it's very much within the art world. You see the outcome and you don't get any process. You get a little bit of process in the writing of what the artwork is and maybe an artist's speech, but you don't see the struggles that the individual makes, because a lot of the time, like let's say 90% of the work that I make is complete rubbish and some of it has a good idea but it's not executed properly. And until you get that execution, it's not classed as an artwork, it's just classed as a piece of process or something on the way to being an artwork. And I feel like it's very unfair because it actually happens a lot of the time. Unless you're one of those geniuses that can just sit down and just create a masterpiece. I can't do that. I have to do a lot of background research. There has to be a lot of fails involved. And there's some things that I'm like, okay, that's nice, that's okay. It does its job, but something's off with it. Doesn't necessarily mean I don't appreciate the process of it, and some of them can look absolutely awful, but it's just all part of the process. You've got to keep churning out artwork until you get to that final piece that describes what you want and what you want out of it. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned because the next video will be carving of these sculptures. Not sure what I'm going to be doing yet, but that's the whole fun of it, and that's why I have 3. Just in case I want to make a triptych, or if it all goes terribly, then I can just literally pour some more plaster back in and then go from there and seal up basically what I wants to cover up. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this if you'd like to. Also, there's my social medias, my eBay selling account, and also my PayPal donations page in my description box if you'd like to check any of them out. Please do. It gets me that little bit closer to financial freedom. But in the meantime, thank you guys again, and I shall see you later.